Before I became a potter, I used to work as a personal trainer, and those days are gone, but a lot of what I've learnt and what I taught as a personal trainer carries over into pottery to keep us safe, keep our careers going for longer, to prevent things like carpal tunnel syndrome, bad backs. And I thought I'd start with the most obvious one, hands. Because there's a lot of hand movements, some awkward hand movements. You have to be quite firm with your hands. And when you're wedging clay, you're quite firm with your hands, and your wrists take a lot of working out. And actually, mine are now getting quite muscly with the amount I do. I can actually feel they're stronger than they used to be even when I was a personal trainer, and I was quite strong then. So what we'll start with, some really simple exercises that you don't need to sit at the wheel and do them every day. They don't just apply to pottery, just keeps your hands mobile, stretched, just like everything else, and help strengthen them. Okay, so I'll just go into something. So when you get pain and when we're stretching, there is something called the Golgi tendon organ, and that's situated in the connects the tendons. And basically, if you stretch and you feel that pain and you go, ugh, you stop there, and that is the tendon telling, well, that's the tendon telling the brain, I've not done this before, it hurts. The brain checks over and goes, actually, you're absolutely safe. And then after about 10 seconds, without doing anything, that pain disappears. And that's when you can go a little bit further into a stretch. Again, now I can feel it activating, and it's activating all the way up my forearm to the elbow. And you give it a couple more seconds, and without any change of force, that sensation disappears. And if you wanted to, you could then go a little bit further into the stretch. Okay, so you listen to that pain and you wait, and then you carry on. And that is in all the stretches that we're going to do. So first of all, let's just give the fingers a wiggle. Just say hello to them. Some of these will feel really silly, but actually, when you've done that, your fingers feel a bit different, which is a good thing. Then stretch between the fingers. Little pull one way, and then a little pull the other way. And then with the other hand, be nice and methodical, and then pull the fingers the other way. Okay, you may feel a couple of little cricks and cracks, that's fine, they're just all loosening up. So we've done the hands, now let's start on the wrists. So we're going to pull the fingers towards you, hold it, and then we're going to flex the hands straight, and then we're going to push the hands down. And you'll start to feel sensations up and down here. That's the tendon working, and you just need to let it rest. And then we'll go back up, pull the fingers towards you, and then we'll point the fingers down and pull the fingers towards you that way. Once you've done that a few times, we'll make it a bit stronger. So you'll pull the fingers up, use the other hand, and just put a little bit of pressure. Feel that little sensation I was talking about at the beginning. Hold it for 10 seconds, that sensation will disappear. And then we're nearly there. Yep, that's easing off, and I'm just going to pull a little bit further into that. And whether you're left-handed or right-handed, treat everything equally, become nice and balanced. So we'll just pull. So 5 more, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's easing off a bit, and I'm just going to pull a little bit further into that. And that's easing off. So now already my hands feel looser and floppier. So we're going to do little circles. If that is too taxing for the brain, you are allowed to do it one at a time. One direction, then the other direction. And try and go to the full range of your mobility. So don't just do little ones. Go right the way to the edge of where you can. Really make them work. And then the other way. Really make it work. And then the other hand, nice big circles. And the other way, again, as far wide as you can, stretching, full range of motion, it's called, as much as you can. Okay, and I can really feel the difference in my wrists and my hands, and it's even beginning to work up my arms, because obviously you're holding your arms out, using the muscles, everything's beginning to stretch. So that is stretching here and stretching here. So you're getting a nice sort of stretch in the arm too. Clasping your hands, push away. Now it's nice to do this as you breathe out, so blow out. Now turn the hands over and breathe in, and pull your shoulder blades together as you pull in. So I'm really exaggerating my shoulder blades, are going like that to sort of straighten up the back. Okay, turn the hands out, push the breath away. Turn the hands in and breathe in. So now do this without thinking, just with your breath. Okay, and release. So let's give your shoulders a shrug up, rolling down. And that's pretty well your hands done. Nicely stretched, fingers stretched, wrists rotated, wrist pulled around. Don't worry if you don't do all of them all of the time. If you just remember to do a few of them, a few of the time, that's more than you were doing last week. Job's a good one.